Oh, I'm live. Alright. I'm on the screen. Should be making noise. This is Grow Up. You see Bud, you see Mom. All friends from before. So let's just get right into it. There's a cutscene that we skipped at the beginning, and I'm on a planet again. Same as last time. Mom's definitely fine. Don't worry about it. And there's Pod. Don't worry about Pod either. He'll be around helping us through the whole time. I just gotta get through this tutorial stuff, and then we get into the game. Pod lets us look down from the sky. We will use this exactly once. That's a tub. There's upgrades in it. We're gonna skip the first one, because it's not important. There's another one right after it, where we get the jetpack that I mentioned. If you were around for my run yesterday. Mushrooms are bouncy. Help us go fast, if I can use them correctly. That first upgrade is a plant analyzer that lets us analyze the plants that we come across and then generate more of them, so I could theoretically put like a bouncy mushroom or something anywhere. This game has the same kind of movement mechanics and climbing mechanics as the last one, so it's very janky to control. But it gives you a jetpack right off the start. So, jetpacks, as everyone knows, are only used as parachutes to stop yourself from crashing into the ground at terminal velocity. No, Koi, you cannot build a bridge. Poison the... Jake, you can't poison a jetpack. Yeah, if you... I was worried I might die there. If you were paying attention in that brief little cutscene, you would have seen Pod talking about piece of Mom. That might seem concerning. Moms aren't supposed to be, you know, like IKEA furniture. You're not supposed to have pieces of Mom. But I'll explain that as we go. I'll have like 2 minutes or something of just hanging out a second here. Right now we just gotta do... Well, that wasn't... Sometimes Bud doesn't like to jump. Oh, hang on. Bud can't swim. I can't do that. Bud doesn't like water. Just gotta get over here. Ignore all the bugs. So many bugs. There's different biomes. Instead of on a big empty ocean planet with one island, we're on a whole real world, and there's biomes. So right now we're in the desert area, and I have to learn how to become a ball. And so jetpack's used for parachute. Ball is used for escaping the force of gravity. If I do this right. Excellent, first try. Gravity has no way of stopping me anymore. I can go as high as I want. I am going too fast for gravity. What's actually going to happen is I'm going to fall back down. I'm in the process of falling down now, but I'm going to miss the ground. And of course, when you miss the ground, you just go into the sky again. As you do. So, why are we here? Well, in the cutscene at the beginning, we were all hanging out. Mom was there, Pod was there. We were flying around. We saw this cute planet. There's a bunch of star plants on it. That island up there is where we're going, by the way. Not this one. The one way up there. But then there was an asteroid field. Unexpectedly. I don't know how you unexpectedly get in the middle of an asteroid field. Mom tried to juke an asteroid and crashed into the moon and exploded. So now there's pieces of Mom everywhere. I told you I was going to be cheating today, Jake. I'm cheating the laws of physics. Also during these orbiting sequences, I will be holding forward the whole time, and that's the only thing I have to do. When you're in a ball, you can kind of give yourself a little bit of momentum in a direction by holding. So I have to hold forward, or it doesn't work. Other than that, you just kind of, you do all that jumping on mushrooms, and then you just relax for a bit. You just get to hang out. There's our island coming over the horizon. Down there, just left of the base of that cactus star plant, is the place where we picked up the ball and launched off of. And now we're all the way up here. It's 1,600 meters in the air. Also, when I come out of the ball like that, I can jump once. Don't ask why. I don't know. This is our hub for the first part of the game, because it's got this teleporter, it's got that first ship part that we're going to get, and it's got a lot of places for us to launch ourselves to other ship parts. Also, the game's going to make me lose control right here. Don't know why it does that. Happens every time. Come on. So I gotta take this. Pod has the. Come on. What are you doing? Alright, well, the hopes of getting a PB on stream are gone. What are you doing? The hopes of a PB on a stream are gone. I PB'd in my practice earlier, but that won't be happening. And just launch me into oblivion. And I won't be able to get this thing that I want. Alright. Yeah, Pod goes and talks to Mom, finds Mom on the moon. What I wanted to be able to do was launch myself in ball form off this edge, because if I do that, then I keep falling during the cutscene, and it saves a nominal amount of time. Then you use the jetpack as a parachute, so you don't explode. Exploding's bad. Open this teleporter, telerouter. Come down here, and get the glider. The glider works just like the glide leaf from the last game, which lets me glide. And you'll see me do that right here. This is my least favorite launch, because I have to kind of glide a little bit and then launch myself again. That was actually a really good one, but I hate it because it's very hard to do it right. And I actually want to go... Yeah, nothing works quite right off of that launch. It's all kind of weird. And now I just kind of, because the orbit thing didn't quite get me where I wanted to go, I have to, and that one never does. It's just an unfortunate one. I just mix using the glider, the ball to build up gravity speed, and the jetpack to gain height, and make my way to where I need to go. Just like that, I'm off again for more adventures. We're gonna go over to that big crater over there, because there's another ship piece in there. there are faster ways to make it over here that involve not crashing into that cactus. After I do this, you're going to see me do another glitch in this game. Actually, right here, you're going to see me do it. I'm going to pull this onto my head. I'm going to go up into that pod view for a second. Pod's going to lift me out of the hole. Thank you, Pod. Normally, Pod won't move when you're on top of the ship piece. Pod asks you to... I don't know why Bud kicked that over. He has never been that helpful in any run I've done. Normally Pod won't move until you step off, and he asks you nicely to step off. And then he starts lifting it, but going into Pod view makes him forget that you're there. It'll also make you phase through the ship if you do it for too long. That was not the right launch, so I gotta respawn. Getting out of this sucks because it sucks you in. Makes it hard to do the thing right. Yeah. So the trick with this is you hold down a button to... That's not right either. You hold down the button to charge up the ball, and then you launch in a direction. And then you charge it up again in the air, and as soon as you hit the ground, you release it so that you get an extra... That's not right either. Man. I haven't had to reset this many times on this one in a while. I almost have it right. This one's better. There we go. And then if you do that, you get a whole bunch of extra speed and you launch off in the right direction. And we're going to jump a little bit to the right. You can kind of see that one right there. Do that one jump that you get. Kind of glide her over. And then Pod arrives. Pod usually is nice, and it all works like this. Pod getting in my way. Sometimes Pod gets confused and will like not put his magnet down right, and you have to leave the ship part and come back to reset Pod. One time, Pod dropped Mom through that wasn't the right launch. More than one time, a couple of times. Pod has dropped Mom into the Earth, never to be seen again, and that piece is gone forever, and it doesn't show up on the moon, and it soft locks the game. So I didn't get it that time either. I'm talking too much. I can't do my tricks. That one's better. That one's good enough. This one almost never gets me right where I want to go, because it's very hard to get good enough to... So I gotta get all the way up there on the right. So, usually I get over here and I have to do a bit of climbing, which is not ideal because Bud's not good at climbing. It's very slow about it. This time, roll ourselves off the edge and go down to this teleporter. Alright. Now I get to go back and do that one jump I don't like again. The launch through that fork in the rocks. It's the only jump in the game that I have to do twice, and it's my least favorite one. Because I have to leave the ball, and I gotta set myself up so that that's good enough. Set myself up right so that I can hit and do the ball launch again. And you never quite get it as good as you want because you lose speed before you get to do the launch part. It's just not good. If any of you want to try running this one, it is wide open. You can try and find more glitches. You can try and find a new route. The current route was found by, oh no, I'm too far to the left. The current route was found by Finspire, who spent a bunch of time just thinking about where you could go and trying the jumps. Perfect. That was not that bad. I have had a lot more trouble getting up here than that, so I'll take that one. These plants let you jump a lot. Yeah, Finspire currently holds the second place. What's Fredinator holds first place on this one with like a 20-minute time. That one. Oh, missed. Oh well. Where am I going again? I always forget where I'm going on this one. I know it's over here somewhere. Where am I going? I don't remember where I'm going. That's not good. Where the heck? There it is. I think the clouds were covering it. I also didn't get quite the launch that I usually do. But I knew it was in this direction. This is one where Pod has troubled me before. Come on, open the thing. Yeah, I didn't talk about it a whole lot in the last game. The whole movement system in this game, you push a direction and Bud kind of leans in that direction, and then his feet try to move to stop him from, to get his his feet back under his center of gravity. So you don't control the feet. They just kind of move. Alright. This is the last time that we're going to see Windy Watchtower, hopefully. Nope! Oh, that's not right. This is the last time we're going to see it, because we've gotten to all the places that we want to get to from here. I want to launch over that one cactus at the end. That's good enough. I was worried I was going to hit it. Now we get to go all the way up to the summit, which is also, haven't had as much trouble getting up there lately. Hopefully this launch was good enough to get me up there. It's very high up, and it's got a ship part, and we launch to one last ship part, and we teleport back up. And then we go and grow the only star plant that we grow in this whole one. See, there's that one down there. that white one over to the side is actually the one that we're going to grow. It's the only one we grow, versus the last game where we grew the only star plant in existence all the way up until it turned into a flower. That island up on the left, I'm pointing at my screen for those of you at home. You can thank me later. The island all the way up on the left is where we're going to go, and this launch was actually very bad. I think I have to do it again. I don't have all the tools. So normally I would be able to like get my way up there normally in the game if I was playing it and collecting a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna be safe and try again, because I don't think that one got it either. Oh, I hate getting out of those. Normally I'd have all other kinds of tools. I'd have way more. What is happening? This one I really have not had to redo this many times since I like learned how it worked. That one's better, I think. I hope. Dang. It's such a long time. So I gotta go like halfway around the world. What was I talking about? Who knows? Normally I got way more battery life on my jetpack. You can get a glider and a glider upgrade so that you can use jet boosters for your glider, and then you just you can go anywhere you want at that point. I hope this is good. You can go anywhere you want. You can fly all the way to the moon pretty much if you're patient. It's actually really hard to fly to the moon because the gravity switches halfway through. Yeah, this one's better. It's not actually that good. I'm supposed to be like way up from here, but I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna have to figure this one out. At least now we all know that the second half of Remython Day 2 is cursed for real. Yeah, normally I'd be able to analyze this plant, and then I could like grow a bunch. You wanna launch me or what? I'd be able to grow more of them. Oh, this is fine. This is where I wanted to land. I'm supposed to be able to land there. Wow, even that didn't launch me as high as it usually does. Dang. What is happening to this game? There's a pencil, which I guess came off a bomb. Whatever. We made it up. Finally made it. It's the second to last piece of bomb. Bud? You right there, bud? Alright, and down there's the last piece of mob. And this game is marathon shy. Whew. And then we're going to get that teleporter over there. We're going to teleport back up to the summit. We're going to do one more orbit. Deploy a parachute here so I don't explode. The camera gets weird here, and I don't like it because it's trying to get out of the way of the pod. actually have the stick click on my controller turned off because that almost forgot the controls for a second. That zooms your camera way out so you can like get a better overview of what's happening. But I accidentally click the stick all the time, just trying to like push my controller joysticks in directions and make Bud go places. And it was very annoying. So I went into my controller settings and turned that button off. And we're back at the summit. And this rock is the setup for our last orbit. And you can kind of set your sights on where you're going to go. You just aim for the moon. That one's pretty good. That'll be fun. This last one's not too finicky. You come in really high over where you need to go. You do have to miss the moon first. As you can see, we're not going to make it in one jump. Yeah, this is fun. This jump's fun. And there's not really a whole lot that's going to... There's not a whole lot of gameplay between now and the end. There's a little bit right at the end, but I need to do a full orbit of the planet and then watch 2 back-to-back unskippable cutscenes. And then I have to... You'll see. Then you'll see. Yeah, Bud actually was very inspired by Shadow the Hedgehog. The only thing he doesn't like is Shadow uses his gun. Don't use guns, kid. What else have you got, chat? I got nothing to... I don't even have to look at the screen right now. And then I'm gonna have a big cutscene. Show me what you got. Delete guns. We're gonna pass right over the summit where we just launched off of, but we're going much faster. We're a little bit higher. And we're going up this time. We're not gonna go straight to the moon though. We gotta stop off at this white island with the weird star plant. And you always overshoot it a little bit on the height. I should have waited even a little bit longer because it's faster to fall. It's faster to fall down than it is to try and like glide your way here. And then I just mash X until I go into my first cutscene. Whoosh! There we go. The plant eated us. Tails, the character, is a Sonic character. Tails are cool. It's a shame no one in Ruby has a tail, though. It'd be cool if they did. Pod here is going to give us some sass in a second. That's very funny. I promise. There's all the pieces of bomb smashed under the crater where Pod put them. Oh, Neon does have a tail. I can actually move during this part of the cutscene, but I won't because you can get stuck, and I don't know how to move to make it go faster. So, during that fall time, I'm actually controlling Bud. And now, I just gotta jump down here, and then the other cutscene will play. There it is. So much gameplay between those 2 cutscenes. It was really important that I do that. And then Pod uses his super magneto telekinesis powers to rearrange Mom. Couldn't have done that before we got here, for sure. And then I launch myself into the air, try not to crash into the side, pull on this lever again, and time. Right when that fade out completes, that's official time finish. Not a world record, not a PB. Not that far off my PB, I don't think. Well, not that far off my recorded PBs. I managed to get a sub 25 earlier today when I wasn't recording anything, just to make sure that I wasn't gonna heck up the whole run. I didn't grow star plants, but Pod, don't lie to the people. Oh, that's Mom. I did not grow star plants. I grew one star plant. Cannot tell people these lies. I'll just keep watching this because it's cute and Dagger's still having trouble. So I'll just show off a little bit until Jake takes the stream away. What do you got to say, Mom? Another mission update. Mom draws a picture. Such a good artist. It's Earth. Well, it's this planet. I don't know if this is Earth. We don't have giant plants. Didn't collect any crystals. Didn't scan any plants. Didn't even pick up the scanner. Flowered one star plant. And didn't do any challenges. I've done so well. There's also, so this is the any percent run. There's a any percent new game plus that I haven't tried, where you have all those fancy things. It's not actually much faster, just because the orbiting mechanic lets us go real quick. Let's just go just so fast. There's like one or two people, I think, who have done a 100% run of this, and it takes them a long time. Can I escape moon gravity with just what I have? I don't think so. Maybe it'll let me. Oh, I think I escaped. Did I escape moon gravity? Not yet. It doesn't want me to escape moon gravity. Come on. Oh. No, not yet. Come on, moon, let go. There we go. Yep. Now we're plummeting. Look at this. Look at this little world. There's actually also there's a whole asteroid belt out there. You can go to the whole asteroid belt. Looks like Jake has some kind of plan. Whenever you want, Jake. you can let me know. Otherwise, I'll just explore and try to think of things to say to people. Oh, maybe I can find the whale. There's an intangible whale in the ocean. It spooked the heck out of me when I first saw it because I was just flying over the ocean and this big dark shape showed up under me. Where is it? That's not it. That's a cloud. Where are you, whale? Show yourself. That's it. Look at how spooky that is. Wait, is that it? That's not it. That's a rock. It's not spooky at all. It's not spooky, that's a rock. Jake, have you ever been spooked by a rock? Are there spooky rocks? I know you're around here somewhere, you spooky whale. Jake, you get to tell us about your spooky rock story when you do a run. Because it would not work here. Where's this whale? I mean, it's a kind of big ocean, but like... You'd think the whale would know that I was in a marathon setting, and everyone's watching, waiting for me to find the whale. Waiting for whale percent to complete. If I had all the upgrades, I could move so much faster. I could find the whale. There's different costumes you can get for Bud. One of them turns Bud pink and makes the whole world night all the time. And like if you turn and look at the sun, it'll run away. You can zip around the world and just scare the sun in various directions because it has to be night all the time. I wish I knew where the whale was. It's a cloud. It's still a little spooky. Where's the dang whale? It's gotta be out here somewhere. Just kind of swims around. Whale, please. Well, you have to be out here. It's very important. And I'm lucky this game is cute, otherwise it probably wouldn't be any good to do this. What? No, that's just bugs. There's bugs underwater. Where's the dang heck whale? There it is! It's making whale noises! Koi, the whale has a tail. That's a true fact. Look at... Imagine turning around and seeing this thing. In this game, where the only other animals are like the same size as you. Where are you going? Don't disappear. I just found you. I can't even go in the water after it because I can't swim. I've never had the whale run away from me like that before. Whale, why would you do this right when I found you? Dang whale. Well, I proved that it was here. I guess I'll just float around a little bit more. Very relaxing game. Don't do a follow of DoneFirin. Oh yeah, you can absolutely take it away. This is Bud, and now he's in pieces. Bye.